Well, hi folks. I wanted to ride Chinako today, and you'll kind of see how he's figuring out things about shifting his weight, and it's just been time. And my friend Pard in Ellensburg, Washington, he's a real student. And when I say that, it's a compliment, because when he finds out there's somebody in the country he wants to go get in their clinic, he does it. He came all the way down to Santa Barbara to ride with Bruce. And so I think that's damn commendable, because you can carry on conversations with him, and he can compare things because he's pretty smart. So I was talking to him about his hackamore, and I want to show him the exercise I was talking about so that there's no doubt. And what it's about is that something I see a lot of is people have their hands too close together, and then they add a loop and they have this much, and when they take their left hand, whether they like it or not, they're taking their right hand. Now, I don't like to do that. I like to separate the two reins so that the horse knows. And on that note, then I start riding one-handed. I just cheat on one rein or the other, depending on what I'm wanting to do. And what I'm getting at is you can just take your Puckett and go like this while you're riding along, or you can do this, which I don't care for, and just walk your Puckett up to where you're inside your right rein shorter than the other, and then you just kind of let it out while you're riding. That's starting to transition to my horse. But what I want to show him is that the reason why I want the loop so long is two reasons. Later on when you're roping, you don't want it coming over here and getting in your coils. And the other one is I'm going to show you right now. And what this is about is the circle and the turn. And you're testing your horse to see if he is in fact listening to your body, which in this case, it's a turn back to the opposite direction you're going. So I'll set it up in a circle. Now I'm going to the left, and my right leg is completely off, meaning off the horse. My left leg rotates to move the rib out. Now while I'm facing you, I want to show you something. This is the angle of bumping the nose. That's where my hand is. Now watch. When it comes in here, that's my angle for shifting the weight. Turn, because when you start off, you're way out there. Well, now I'm here, and I'm working my way to nothing. So in case you didn't see that, on this side, this is me shifting the weight to the hindquarter. This is me turning to the right. That's how much distance there is between the two. Okay, my left leg is pushing on the rib. My right leg is off. There. I'll feel him get round and relax. Now my left, I'm going to simply drop the loop and hang on to the horn and just walk my horse in a circle. This is what I was talking to Pard about. So now I'm pushing with my inside leg to work on this being round, and then my right leg doesn't have to do anything because he's forward horse. Left leg, left leg. Now as I go past the camera, I'm going to set it up for him to turn back. Right now, I put my right leg on, the horse turns. My left hand shifted the weight, and my right hand did nothing because I couldn't hold the rope. So now I'm going the other way, inside leg on the rib. This is all about straight back with your hand, rolling your toe, dropping your left seat bone to turn right. I got to get him round, forward. You notice I always give. I try not to hang on that hackamore because that's how they get dulled to it. Okay, he's round. I pull straight back, look, turn my toe out and step my horse over. That's the move I was talking about. Okay, so now I can do it two-handed if you want. And it's left, bump, bump, bump. There's the head, bump. Right hand, right foot now. Other way. Right leg is on the rib. Bump, bump, bump. I'm about 1.5 inches out from where my hand's going to be. Now, my left hand is going to shift the weight. I'm not there, bump. Watch my left hand and my left toe. That's the turn. Now when he gets onto this, and he's comfortable about it, it'll work out pretty good because he's knowing to move his weight to the back end. Simply with my body. I want to get away from my hands. I'm going to end up riding in a spade bit like this. So I got to make that transition now, and in a year or so, whenever it happens, it'll be no big deal. Now, Veterans Day. I always feel compelled to share with everybody on Veterans Day because it's pretty special. And like I said last year, it doesn't mean that couches are on sale. It means it's Veterans Day. So over the years, and it's been a long time, 50 years I guess, or more than that since the war for me. And I'll make it simple. What it amounts to me personally now, because of my age and maturity, now I'm grateful. Now I get sad like all veterans do because we think about all the kids that died. And if you can try to relate, all you got to do is look around at Thanksgiving or Christmas and see who's all there. And any kid that's 19, that's the age of most of the kids that died in Vietnam, which means they never got to have a life. Well, I've had a wonderful life. And Deb and I, we got it made. We're on top of the world. So in a sense, I feel personally that I'm celebrating a good thing that they didn't get a chance to. So I'm kind of repping for them in my own little world. And that's where I justify it. It makes me feel a lot better than being sad. It makes me happy to know that I can in fact have a good life and energy and health and everything else and just keep right on living. And I tell you what cemented it is last week or so I went up to the Oregon border and took a ranch horse to my friend Kevin up in Weed. And I got to sit with his family and visit, which incidentally is a big part of selling these horses. I get to actually physically visit with people. And their son, who's in high school, gave me all the faith back of this world. In other words, he's a very nice young man, has a vision, knows where he's going. And it's just refreshing to get to talk to young people because everybody on this hill's sick over to crazy. Anyway, my point is, it was real refreshing to get to talk to somebody and to know in my heart that there's two things that I heard as a kid, and I know a lot of other people did too. You never argue about religion and politics. That's what you don't do. Well, now I get it. I understand why. It's ridiculous. That's what the Afghan war was about, religion and politics. So don't talk about it. Forget it. Don't get involved in it. Be true to yourself. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your horse. Don't get all caught up in all that stuff. And religion is personal. Politics is just something we got to deal with. So I guess what I'm saying is Deb and I are very, very grateful for everything we have. And because of the folks that watch the YouTube is one of the big reasons we have it. So we want to thank you. And the song that you're going to hear is the same one you heard last year, because I'll tell you, the loneliest time when you're in a war is guard duty. You're sitting in a hole, it's pitch black, and all these memories come in your mind about smells of apple pie, girlfriends, your family, your sisters, brothers, mom, dad, riding your horses when you're back home. All those thoughts come through your mind while you're sitting there. And oh, by the way, you're on guard duty, so you're nervous. And this song that Dave sings is so classic that if you listen to it from the eyes of a person sitting in a hole in a war zone, and you're thinking, if the morning comes, because you're hoping to Christ it does. So pay respect to all the veterans, and thanks again, you guys, for everything you've done for us. Adios.
If the morning comes comes and finds you riding all alone. If the dawn sneaks up behind you before you make it home, your trail will be lighted by the rising sun, and your way will be warm if the morning comes. If the morning comes and you're not where you long to be, if you find yourself adrift on some lonesome breeze, the darkest of doubts can come to anyone. But the day's just begun if the morning comes. Keep riding, that's all you can do. The day's gonna break, it always will. When the night seems never-ending, you'll see the glow beyond the hills. Though your horse is lame and lathered and you lost your way, and the cattle that you gathered have all drifted away, and you miles left to ride before your work is done. You'll give it one more try if the morning comes. Keep riding, that's all you can do. Day's gonna break, it always will. When the night seems never-ending, you'll see the glow beyond the is lame and lathered and you've lost your way, and the cattle that you gathered have all drifted away, and you've miles left to ride before your work is done. You'll give it one more try if the morning comes, and you've miles left to ride before your work is done. You'll give it one more try if the morning comes.